What's going on, you guys? It's your man, Two Down Dan, back with another daily vlog. And today, we are not riding the 500, but we need to maintain it. You saw both the last two vlogs, which means you saw us ride to work and from work, pretty much both in the rain. And now we have some pretty serious splatter buildup on the rims. Also, the chain is looking terrible. I really hope the camera can kind of pick it up. But from my perspective, this is about as bad as it gets before I will start working on it. And I want to apologize right now just for all the shadows and stuff. I've been trying to line it up perfectly, but I'm just not the best when it comes to cameras and all this stuff with lighting and whatnot. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me as we do this maintenance today. And if you've never been with me with one of my maintenance videos before, I have this amazing mat from MPM Motorcycle Mats. It's a sweet little garage mat slash maintenance mat. And if you have a garage, these are super killer because you can leave it down all the time and then park your bike in and on it. And it's a very nice showpiece, and it also works double as a maintenance mat. So you don't get your garage, or for me, I don't get a bunch of oil and gunk onto the cement that they very much so pay a lot of money to pave and everything like that. So I don't want to mess it up for them here. So in order to clean my chain and get the bike back to its former glory, the one thing that you can do right off the bat is just kind of clean your undertail and everything right when you get home from riding in the rain, because it's already going to be wet and dirty and nasty. So I took 2 towels last night. Where's the other one? Yeah. And you can see how dirty they are. Not that bad, but it did have a lot of dirt and everything under there. And I kind of got to it before it settled. My least favorite thing is letting a whole bunch of dirt and water and everything like that dry onto the bike, because then eventually you're going to have to use a little bit of water to then, re-moisten it to clean it off again. And I am not a fan, nor will I ever be a fan, of spraying the whole bike down in soap or going to a car wash and soaping the whole bike down. The last thing I want on my very nice chain and sprocket setup is soap. I don't want soap anywhere near this bike. You guys can let me know in the comments if you're a fan of soaping the bike down and all of that. But I'll tell you what, it's not for me. And I've been maintaining this bike for an entire year, keeping it pristine, crystal clean. Everywhere I go, people are like, is that a brand new bike? Is that a brand new bike? And every other, continual month that people ask me, I'm like, nope, it's a this month, it's a that month, it's a this year. So, yeah, people ask all the time how I keep it clean. Very simple. I use Motul chain cleaner and Motul chain lube with, obviously a brush. I use, the most important thing is using WD-40 with microfiber cloths for the rear wheel. It's going to be the most important thing. Also, of course, when you're doing your maintenance, you have to have a rear wheel stand, and you can also find that on my Amazon page in the description. Every single product that you see right now can be bought in the description. You can buy one of these MPM motorcycle mats, even with I think it's 10% discount. You can save a good amount of money. And also, all of my Amazon, I bought this from Amazon. I bought the chain kit from Amazon. I bought my rear stand from Amazon. I bought the microfiber cloths from Amazon. I bought these gloves to work on the bike from Amazon. Everything. I bought this Back to Black mother stuff, Amazon. And even this little spray bottle, which I'll use personally just when I'm done. Doesn't need to show you guys that, but any little extra dirt or whatever, I'll go around with a clean microfiber and a little bit of water just to clean it off. You don't need to drench your bike. It shouldn't be that dirty. You're not riding in dirt trails or anything like that. Like, your bike should not be that dirty to the point where you need that much water or soap or whatever. So if you've never, hey, how are you? What's up, TJ? Hey guys. If you've never put your bike on the rear stand, it is kind of intimidating, and it's one of my least favorite things that I have to do. Hey guys, I'm filming a video. It's okay, guys. It's one of my least favorite things to do because it's really difficult, and I've also dropped the bike doing it before. So I'm going to show you getting the bike on the stand, and really just for safety purposes and for the purposes of if I drop it, at least you guys get to watch me drop it. Doing the rear stand with your passenger seat is a lot easier because I can hold the bike right here with this little loop, and the pillion cover on the SE does not have this, and I didn't see this until someone posted it online. I was like, oh wow, that's a great idea. So yeah, being able to hold the bike steady with one hand with that is game changer. I can then grab the stand, start lining it up. Left side's lined up. Right side is also as lined up as it can be. And then once you have tension on both sides, you just pull back and drop. Perfect. Now we have the rear wheel on the stand, easily accessible and able to freely move. Now, the one thing we are absolutely not going to do, no one should ever do this, and I'm not sure why I see videos online of people doing this. Do not turn your bike on, and do not let this wheel start spinning as you're cleaning. That is extremely dangerous. I think maybe the only time I've ever really seen that is like maybe on the racetrack or something when they're just going real quick and it'll be spinning and they just go shh. They're just putting some lube on the chain or some shit. But if you're going full cleaning, if you're doing all the rear wheel and you're just taking your time, make it a nice like therapeutic process. Don't try to rush it. Make sure you clean the deep nitty gritty stuff that's all along this sprocket. This sprocket is disgusting right now. And to be honest, I probably do not have enough chain cleaner. I just realized it's like, from how I can shake it, it feels really low. I meant to buy more chain cleaner. So if nothing else, if we run out of cleaner, then it is what it is. I'll have to go buy some more, but at least I can get it started. So one thing that's also clutch is if you just, buy a lot of stuff from Amazon or buy a lot of stuff online, keep some cardboard laying around so that you always have a spare little piece to use for while you're cleaning the bike. And since the mat, where I like to place the mat and everything, I'm still on the cement a little bit. I'll even use a little bit of extra cardboard for my knees. But if I was on the mat, it would feel really nice. So let's get it, baby. Let's clean this thing up, dude. Part of owning the bike is maintaining it, and this is your responsibility, nobody else's. Thank you, chain cleaner. Boom, right here. Let's get after it, because no one else is going to clean your bike for you to the extent that it should be cleaned. And then since I got Stella and such a nice little piece of custom design here and everything, I'm not just going to let a whole bunch of stuff fall onto it. I'll let it fall onto my 1-cent rag, of course. Come on. So I'll do the chain first, and then I'll do the rear wheel, and it's really not that hard. You just spray the chain a little bit and just keep going. I would usually do a little bit more than the amount I'm spraying, but because I have just about none and I want to get this I need to get this chain and sprocket clean. I even kind of want to go for a ride today. Might be able to film some vlogs. Juan was hitting me up. He was like, yo, that's the owner of the 650, you guys. He was like, yo, if you want to ride or whatever, I'll be available. So maybe I'll ride with him later today. I wasn't really expecting riding. Yeah, so we're just going to do a quick little spray. Also, this glove has got to go because I need to wipe my... Every time I come out here, my nose starts running and I start itching and all these things. Yeah, that glove's toast now. Once you take a glove off, there's no getting that shit back on. Also, it's not good to leave your microfiber cloths on the ground like that because they pick up every single little bit of dirt and dust and whatever. I've learned that the hard way. Brought some microfiber cloths out here before and then left them on the ground, and then they were like so dirty I could barely even clean the bike with them. Also, we just lost sunshine, so I have no idea what it looks like for you guys now. I'm going to take a quick look. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. It's just dark. Thanks for chilling with me today, guys. And yeah, no riding. Nice little therapeutic time with the 500. along with myself. So you sprayed it. I think you know what's next. Just, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm like tripping. Wipe with one hand. Spin with the right hand. Get this thing cleaned up. Man, she's dirty, 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 bro. But just for reference, we're already at like 11 minutes. Of course, I'm taking my sweet old time with this, but you got to give yourself at least like 30 minutes probably to get outside, get your bike on the stand, put the cleaner on it, put the lube on it, put it back down, get the rear wheel is definitely like the main issue you're trying to fix for sure as well. Yeah, and then you're just going to wipe away as much as you possibly can. The first time. You see how nasty this gets, dude? You do not want this shit on your chain. It affects the performance of your bike. You let it get so bad, people let their chain, you can like half the longevity of your chain just by not giving it any love. Like, dude, watch this, ready? You see this? Bro, black. That is disgusting. Going in between like that. Dude, you gotta do stuff like that. You gotta take the time. I'll go in between each one of these little rungs, because I don't have a whole bunch of cleaner right now. So I gotta utilize the amount that's already on the chain to my best. So I can still see it's pretty moist. And if I rub, I love doing that. It's like flossing your teeth, bro. Like, get that shit right in between there. You really see the buildup, and you can even do it from the backside like this. Reverse floss. You'll see the black, bro, come right off. Let's see how caked on that is. Oh, yeah. The shit on the stuff on the sprocket is usually going to still stay pretty caked on until, like, your second go-round with the cleaner. It takes a little while for that stuff to loosen up, especially after the rain. The rain plus the lube that's on the chain, it's like becomes a really, like, sticky combination. I need more cleaner. Problem is, I gotta stop like missing the chain when I'm hitting. I think we'll barely get through today's cleaning. And then honestly, maybe today I'll ride over to Fun Bike Center, buy some more cleaner, and also talk to them about my application. That would be sick to get a little more finalization on what I need to do to maybe potentially get employed over there. I DM'd the Fun Bike Center SD page because I've been in contact with that page a little bit before, and they gave me the contact of the number that I should call to check with my application and shit, which I thought was dope. So now let's put this nasty black one under there and use a semi more clean one, because if you keep using the black one onto the reapplication every time, it's just going to be putting the dirt that you got onto that first towel right back on. So, and wow, I almost went without doing that. That would have been stupid. Imagine just putting all the cleaner on there and then just wiping it off without scrubbing. That'd be stupid. So yeah, man, take your time. Realize what you're doing. Get a good scrub. And like for me, and I know you guys have said this before, where you've been like, just get the tools for the chain tightening, get the tools for the oil, it's like, bro, I barely even like doing this much maintenance. Like, this is okay for me. Like, this is therapeutic a little bit. But when it comes to, like, just doing the oil and pulling out the drain plugs and the fairings and multiple, I don't know, wrenches and shit and tools, it's just like, bro, I'd rather just go chill over at Fun Bike Center, look at some new models, talk to the guys. Chill vibe, Let's try to get... Oh, yeah, there we go. Time to get that sprocket cover. I mean, not sprocket cover, just the rear sprocket. So I mentioned this before, but just slowly spin the wheel and put a lot of pressure with your thumb and the microfiber onto that ring right there. And you can see how much I've cleaned right there. And then it gets more dirty as we go along. So I haven't touched it yet. Oh, dude, look at that. That's crazy. It's crazy how much buildup is on there. So much. Damn, I need more. I'm going to need more cleaner. Just big time. The sprocket is not wet enough. It's too caked on. I love how also in one of these videos, someone told me I was gonna take my finger off by moving sprocket with my hand. I was like, how the hell else are you going to clean the sprocket without moving it around? Like what? I don't know what. I think it was a bot. I have no idea. But today's Wednesday. Today's my vibe Saturday, which means I woke up late. It wasn't sunny out at all today. It just started getting sunny once I started doing the maintenance. And now it's getting to the point where I think I can ride. I might even go and see if there's a sunset and all that type of stuff, you know? Just keep posted on my Instagram and stuff. My stories always knows like first where I'm at and where I'm going, or if I'm meeting up with people, filming a video. I'm locked in on my Instagram story. I post daily over there, of course, what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Like when I'm done with this, I'll definitely post a story just being like, yep, maintenance done. Maybe take a little video, a little short. People love the shorts when I post the before and afters of the maintenance. It's very interesting. Get like 10,000 views on a clip of me just like when the tire is dirty, and then to when the tire is clean. It's like, damn, I got 10,000 views or whatever. It's like, that's cool. Instagram and social media can be a lot of fun if you use it properly and don't fall into the traps of letting any type of negative comment get to you, because none of that stuff matters at all. And then really just hyper focusing on the good ones that you get, because everyone can dwell on the negative, focused on that type of stuff, but anger and hate, that shit runs out of energy real quick, dude. You will tire yourself out being angry and trying to hate things. But if you're always happy and just grateful for the things that you do have, and then you kind of aspire for the right things, I don't know. I've been looking at life a little bit differently lately. It's been really nice. Even Why Not Zach's been mentioning it on his page. He's like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel like a difference changing in me. He's like, I've been talking to God more. And I've been doing the same thing, and I'm not religious either, but I'll be in bed sometimes, and if I have both my cats laying on me, or one in my leg and then one hanging in my hands, I'm wow, thank God I have this life. I have these cats, and I don't know. It's really cool. I barely have any cleaner left, and I haven't even started on the rear wheel, but I have this brand new cloth. So I'll throw, again, you're not throwing the WD-40 directly on the wheel. That would be crazy. So just spray some right into the cloth and let this thing go to work, dude. The cloth plus the microfiber, undefeated combination against rain, wheel, splatter, and just build up splatter in general, because you are going to get splatter just naturally from once I'm done doing maintenance, I have to lube it up good, and that lube is going to naturally, as the wheel spins and spins and spins, it's going to naturally just come off, and then the splatter will build up, but it won't build up nearly as fast as this when you go out in the rain. This was after one day. So you start seeing your cloth get nice and dirty, reapply some more WD to a different side of the cloth, and then by the time you're done, the whole cloth will kind of have WD-40 all over it, and you can just use any which portion of it to keep cleaning. But this is how long it takes, you guys. I wanted to take you through kind of the whole process, because I know that the type of stuff that people usually watch when it comes to maintenance or doing bike stuff is always time-lapsed or cut up or whatever. You don't see the person actually, well, no, people are usually good with like setting up the camera and stuff, but man, for me, it takes too much energy to think about all that, try to bring out a tripod or whatever. I'd rather just get right after it, just put on the camera and just get after it, you know? You guys seem to enjoy it too. I haven't had any complaints in the comments like, oh, your videos, feel like there's a lack of effort or something like that because I don't edit. But since I don't edit, I'm hyper focused on the fact that I need to try to maintain your attention, give you at least an interesting story or an experience or something that you can, hold on to and relate to or think about while you're watching this, because you could still just be chilling in bed, eating your sandwich at lunch out in public or at home. Who knows? But it's just cool that we all have. I think everyone should be doing this, I tell my friends all the time, I'm like, dude, you guys should be filming your accounting lives. You should be filming whatever. It's called the virality of randomization of random content, which is like you could post anything on any account and it doesn't have to have good camera quality or whatever. It's just like anything could go viral at any time, just depending on when you post or what really catches people's attention. And if you have a funny personality or something to really offer, you should be doing it. You should be filming it and letting people know that you're doing it. Like, that's what I try to do every day now with these vlogs. It's just like, hey, it's me. We're vlogging. We're talking. You want to have a conversation? Let's talk in the comments. Tell me about how you do your maintenance. If you think I'm doing mine, not right or whatever, go ahead. Roast me. Do whatever. So I know a lot of people are like, don't put WD-40 on your rear wheel or whatever. Clean it with this. Bro, I've seen so many people clean their rear wheel with WD-40. And as you can see, works like a charm. And it's super dirt cheap. For this big-ass bottle of WD-40, I think it's like a couple bucks. And then look, bro. You seen this wheel right now? There's not a speck on here. Crystal clear. Now, I do need to go around onto the other side and give it some attention. But, of course, this should be no surprise. The other side that I was just working on is going to have much more splatter, seeing as it's the actual side that has the chain and sprocket. This side is just catching the backcess, the excess, probably the last 30 to 40% of the splatter. 75% of it's all on the other side of the wheel. So coming over to this side, it's a nice little refreshing kind of just quick wipe. Finish up all the stuff that you weren't able to get from the other side. Boom. And since you already have so much WD-40 on there, all this stuff comes off very quickly. And you're not letting it cake on here. Like I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning. That's the most crucial part about cleaning your bike after the rain or whatever, is making sure you don't let it sit on there for too long, cake, and just get worse and worse. You got to get after it. Especially, dude, if you have a garage, you have no excuse. Your bike is right there, so accessible from the inside of your house. I have to bring out down multiple sets of stairs, all this shit, and then, why won't this come off? I have this thing right here on the wheel that I think my paint is chipped. That really sucks. But yeah, that won't come off. I haven't had any chipped paint or anything on this bike throughout this whole first year, so I've been lucky. Also, I don't know how well you can see right here, but the middle of these tires are getting pretty worn out. That's the tread line right there through the middle, and I'm getting really close to it. So we'll see how much longer these tires last me, but I feel like I might be due pretty soon for another set. My third set. I'm at 2,400 miles, and we're almost on our third set. Let me know what type of tires you guys are using, if you've done any tire swaps for the Ninja 500. I don't even know how many